Hello and welcome on the EVUN show. You know that this is not our usual set, but I just had to do a quick part 2 to the initial episode we did on my transition into software testing. So I'm going to be answering some commonly asked questions, and see, after now I'm not doing anything else. You people like too much money. I should be talking about pregnancies, marriages, and everything that pertains to women and their family and their husbands, but you guys, your love for money is making me do this. And don't bother about my dress. I'm doing this on a Sunday after church, so I know my dress is lovely. So yeah, let's go to the question.
What other roles are there in tech?
So in tech, there are so many other roles aside software testing. Let me start from BA, business analyst. I won't go too much in depth. It's drizzling. A business analyst is someone who is business oriented. So for instance, the car just passed. You studied business administration. I'm not saying it automatically makes you a business analyst, but that kind of study will help you be better at such roles. You understand the client, what the client wants, and you can interpret it to your technical team. So that's the role of a BA. Now the developers, they are the ones that actually develop these things. So for instance, sorry about the noise, I'm on the road. I want an app, a commercial app. They are the ones who will get, okay, this and this and this, you should have this button, this is how it functions. They are the ones that will put the code together to make it an app. Then you also have of course, software testing. I explained what that is the last time. Then you have a PO, that is a product owner. That's the person who actually layers between the owner of whatever build you want or product you want with the technical team. So those are the roles in testing.
Can you combine it with other things you're doing?
Okay, I think another question, before I answer this question, another question that I've been asked is, how do you know which one is suitable for you? See, if you have done I think there's a mad lady on the road. She just God forgive me, on the streets. Okay, so if you have done project management in another field, I think, and you feel you're good at it, I think you should just go and study Scrum, because Scrum is exactly like, let me not use exactly, it's just like project management, but in the agile environment, and that is why you call it Scrum Master. So of course you would still need to study more. You can't just bring the traditional method of project management into Scrum, because there are some terminologies, there's some things you have to learn and unlearn, sort of. So yes, if you're an admin person, you love sending emails, you love coordinating people, then you should be looking into Scrum. But if you feel you can still handle a bit of tools, yes, technical tools, I think you should do software testing. And if you're particular about things, like you easily notice things that are not right, maybe you're the kind of person that might have issues with asymmetry, you see that something is missing, software testing, I've put it lightly, but software testing might be for you. Then if you're business inclined, go and do business analyst. Then to the final question, can you combine your roles in tech with other sources of income? Of course, yes. I mentioned last week that I still do my jewelry business, and I still do a bit of broadcasting, my voiceover and everything. But here is the thing, even if you have just 2 streams of income, one has to be active and one has to be passive. You cannot be maybe a civil engineer who goes to sites and everything and say you still want to combine this thing. Of course, I said on the last episode that most of this of the jobs are remote, and I said some still require you to be on site. But even if you get a remote job, it doesn't mean you should do it anyhow. You should still commit yourself to it. You should still be excellent at it. So if you want to combine, make sure that it is a job that you can have time off and it will still go on. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if you're not there physically, that job will still go on. Not a kind of work that requires you being there physically and then you want to combine with tech. I mean, you just be robbing your employer. At the end of the day, you have a bad reputation for yourself, and this one won't be good, this one won't be good, then you're losing both ways. So yes, although you can combine with the job you have in tech, but make sure that one is quite passive and then you can commit yourself to one. And that will be it. Okay, there's another one.
Should you drop what you're doing currently for tech because there is money in it?
Okay. That's dicey. if you have already built a career path, I think, and you have, except if you know that there's no future in this thing, because yes, it's just the same thing with the way they say there's a brain drain. As a tailor, as a dressmaker, who would then do all these things for us? A baker, you're living and everything. If you know that you have built your career to a particular, the rain is much, I think you should reconsider. Don't just jump. Everything is not about money. So think twice before you do these things, especially if you have put so much effort into your profession. I think just don't leave everything about money. And that will be it on this episode of the EBUN show. And I've wrapped it up on tech and money until another time. Join me again on the next episode. Thank you. Remember to subscribe. I've done something for you in this life. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.